Philippines during American period. The period of American colonization of the Philippines was 48 years. It began with the cession of the Philippines to the U.S. by Spain in 1898 and lasted until the U.S. recognition of the Philippine independence in 1946. The Spanish-American War, which started in Cuba, changed the history of the Philippines. On May 1, 1898, the American led by the U.S. Navy, Admiral George Dewey, in participation of Emilio Aguinaldo, attacked the Spanish Navy in the Manila Bay. Faced with defeat, the Philippines was ceded to the United States by Spain in 1898 after a payment of U.S. Americans who advocated annexation evinced a variety of motivations: desire for commercial opportunities in Asia, concern that the Filipinos were incapable of self-rule, and fear that if the United States did not take control of the islands, another power such as Germany or Japan might do. So, the United States invaded the Philippines, which was then governed by Spain, as the Spanish East Indies during the Spanish-American War. But during that war, Philippine revolutionaries declared independence, wanting maintain stronghold over the island nation as a stepping stone to Japan and continental Asia. The United States maintained authority of the archipelago and the Philippine-American War ensued. In July 4, 1946, during the Spanish-American War, Filipino rebels led by Emilio Aguinaldo proclaimed the independence of the Philippines after 300 years of the Spanish rule. On July 4, 1946, the United States formally recognized the independence of the Republic of the Philippines. This was the culmination of the process that began in 1916, when the Jones Law pledged the eventual recognition of the Philippine independence and the Philippine Independence Act of 1934, which provided for a 10 years transitional period to prepare for independence. After independence in 1946, many Americans chose to remain in the Philippines while maintaining relations with their relatives in the U.S. Most of them were professionals but missionaries continued to settle the country. In 2015, the U.S. State Department estimated in 2016 that more than 220,000 U.S. citizens live in the Philippines and more than 650,000 visited per year, with a significant mixed population of Americans and descendants from the colonial era as well.